If you are a tech enthusiast, or specifically if you are a computer scientist, then definitely you must be familiar with coding domain. And when you land onto the coding domain, then one thing comes to mind: is it possible to generate code automatically? So the code generation comes to picture. And with respect to code generation, there are so different number of mechanisms which are available to produce the executable form of computer code. So that's why the number of tools, the kind of languages, the kind of framework that you are having at your side, that is gonna boost the kind of capability you are having with respect to code generation. So in this particular video, we are not going to discuss all the related aspects, but just to keep the video short, we are going to specifically introduce the domain code generation and some of the related bugs and the kind of related libraries. So let's start. Hey there, my name is Rohit Kumar, and today we are going to talk specifically about code generation. So let's have a basic formal definition. So here, from a compiler point of view, because as a computer science student, if you must have gone through the compiler course, then you must be knowing that code generation is a specific phase of compiler process. So here you have the code generation. So it says that it's a kind of mechanism to produce the executable form of computer programs. That's the code generation in simple terms. But if you're interested to have the more sort of related information, you can just jump onto this particular Wikipedia page. So we are not gonna do that because obviously that is available at Wikipedia. You can go and have a look onto that. We jump onto this specific work, which is a very good work for this code generation point of view, which is deep learning for source code modeling and generation. So the models, application, and the challenges they have discussed over there. In this particular work, they have discussed the kind of DL techniques for NLP purposes, and not only for NLP purposes, DL techniques are used in a number of domains, including the language modeling, the translation, or the sort of understanding of a specific language. So when the DL comes in the SE, means software engineering domain, then number of aspects come into picture. Additionally, the work says that they have covered the state-of-the-art practices and the related coverage of the existing literature, and they have discussed the kind of challenges which are going to be encountered by the sort of researchers which are working in this particular domain. So if you are interested, you are supposed to go to this particular work, which is the ACM Computer Survey work, which is a renowned journal, and obviously the quality of the journal is top notch. So we jump onto some of the related libraries, because if you're interested in this particular work, you can just directly download the PDF, and this particular PDF work is gonna to explore the sort of related information with respect to this particular work. So as I told you that this work is available over with respect to the number of related information, all the related information you can find over here. We are jumping onto the specific related libraries of code generation. So here we land onto the Code Geeks page, and this particular page of GitHub is gonna offer you some of the related information. So keeping a view of the README file, so here you are going to have the multilingual code generation model in form of Code Geeks and Code Geeks. So Code Geeks, in short, Code Geeks if you read, or Code Geeks, whatever you want to read, it's up to you. So here you are going to have some of the related information, then the related installation sort of inferences with respect to GPU and the other extensions related information. Then they are offering you the architecture, the code corpus, and the sort of implementation. And a benchmarking system for the multilingual program synthesis is also being discussed. Lastly, they have given the license and the setting related information. So here, if you're interested, you can jump onto this particular page and you can have all the related information, as I told you, that the code generation, the code translation, the programming assistant, as well as the cross-platform related information is available with respect to CodeGeeks. Then moving down here, you have some of the related news with respect to the coverage. And it was initially implemented in months 4, and the trend sent 910 AI processors. So if you're interested, you can go to the Megatron LM to have the sort of information which are the sort of compatible version with respect to the torch. And the installation related information they are given over here, then the weights related information, kind of related inference, and the different sorts of extension related information is also given over here. Then the architecture, code corpus, and the implementation, as I told you, everything is going over here. So they are discussing that this particular part is coming from the open source data sets, and the Pile and the Code Parrot are the sort of specific data sets. So they have specifically talking about the subset of the code corpus, which is available as the public repositories. And they have taken the sort of related information from the available these two data sets. So if you are interested, you can just jump onto the pile or the sort of code parrot. And then if you are additionally interested in the GodeGeeks implementation, then you can go to the Mindscore 1.7 and then you can have the sort of related information with respect to it. Then coming on to the specific implementation related details, so you can see that the code translation they have discussed with respect to Java and Python. So whatever information you are related with, according to your language preference, you can go over there and have a check. Then the moving on to the multilingual code generation. So they have shown the sort of things with respect to the JavaScript specific sphere, JavaScript, Java, C++, and Python, and the Go. So the cross-lingual code generation they have shown over here, as I told you, that with respect to the JavaScript, Java, C++, Python, and Go. So they have shown the comparison with respect to models, the kind of Python, C++, Java, JavaScript, and the Go means based on the target language, all the related sorts of statistics and the sort of metrics they have given over here, and all the details are covered in a very good fashion. So hopefully you must have liked the details. If you are interested, then you can just go and have a usage of this particular library. And as a typical ethical note, if you are doing that, then you are supposed to give the sort of citation to the related work. So it is given under the Apache 2.0 license. So obviously you can use it. And then you are supposed to just give a basic citation. Moving further to another library. So here we have the Mo generator. And this particular Mo generator is coming with the sort of related information. And then you are seeing that this particular version history they have given over here. With respect to some of the summary of the Mo generator is also given over there. So if you are interested, you can just jump onto the specific version related information or the sort of related command line options which are given as a sort of specific listing just to have the sort of highlight that how to use the Mo generator or the how to set the sort of parameters, etc. So all these sort of informations are available over here. So hope you must have liked the sort of video and the kind of information that we have given over here. If you didn't like anything, please do comment and let us know what we can do with respect to this particular domain. Additionally, one more thing I want to let you know that when we are jumping onto the code generation, then there are like with respect to any other domain, there are a number of different benchmarks available. So with respect to this particular domain also, you are having the number of data sets, including the WikiSQL, Django, Konala, then the shell code and the sort of concode, etc. Then coming on to the specific benchmarking and modeling sort of things. So you have the different sorts of models, including the Marine CG, the BORT, the CodeBird, the Lever Codex, and the Reflection, etc. Means the GPT-4. So all these sort of related informations are available in the academic repositories. You can just, I have just fetched out some of the related information. You can also do at your side. Coming on to the specific things. So as I told you that the code documentation generation or the code generation related things you can do. Additionally, number of papers are available in the academic repositories like the ECM Digital Library or the Google Scholar. So you can just have a check. So one work like the evaluating large language models are trained on code is discussed. It's a recently work and is going to be means it's a part of OpenAI. So the human evaluation related things they have discussed in this particular work with the GitHub version is also available. A very nice work and a nice presentation. So if you're interested, you can just go have a check on this particular work. Additionally, coming on to the another recent work, which is the PaLM, the scaling language modeling with the pathways. That is also part of Google research. And if you're interested, you can go and have a check on the GitHub part. So I'm not going into the details of all these things. I'm just quoting some of the related works just to help you out with the recent works. If you are interested, go on to the specific websites and just have a check. So that's all from my side. Hope you must have liked the things. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.